Okay, I just did this cool objective on the Bugaboos to Rogers Traverse. We just did part of the full traverse, but we did what a lot of people consider the crux. And I think it's interesting and worthy of an episode here because when you're route planning, you have to plan the gear for the crux. If you can't get through the crux, then you can't get through the whole objective. And in this case, there's three 30-meter rappels. Here's the beta from the online guidebook that's actually free. And they have an old route, a new route. Both of them require 60 meters of rope. And there was current insight that you could go to the side of that and ski through it and therefore not need that much rope. So when we did it, we just did part of it. We wanted to go in prepared for the worst, but hopefully have the beta to get through it with less, and then go back at a different time with less rope in order to be as light as we could for a fast ascent. Here's the Google Earth GPX line. We'll zoom into, and this again is all free that Doug Spurl put together, and it's really sweet. You can see that this little section is kind of steep, quite steep. It's an ice fall. The red line is where the old beta has you going, and it's 3 30-meter rappels. And there's talk of a couple people going this way over here through this far skiers left section. So when you're cruising from north to south, it looks like this. When you're cruising on the glacier, approaching it, the start of the icefall is beyond the horizon line, way over here. It's kind of abstract. Let's see if I have another photo of that section. So looking back now, this is where the old beta has you going down this Deville Chimney, and we went over here just out of view. I have another photo of it right here. So let's see. Here's the Deville Chimney over here, and then we went down right here, kind of behind this rock buttress, and then down you go. So how I manage that is we did have enough rope to go down the whole way, the normal way, but we wanted to see if we could fit through. And here's how we did it. So we couldn't see over this little roll, and we're on a glacier Serac zone. So I built a V-thread and belayed Mark down first so he could scope it out. Backed up with a screw that I made with the V-thread, and then double link sling to back up the V-thread. I think we can just ski or belay or whatever. What do you want to do?
I think I'd be okay just sidestepping.
I mean, I can just hand over hand you. It's all set up.
I want to see what's around the corner.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. I'll use the rope. Sure.
Okay.
Why not? It's set up.
Yeah.
I've actually never done this on a rope.
Cool.
First time for everything, right?
Yeah. Really, the hazard here is if the ice is right under the snow. Being an ice fall, it's hard to know where the rock is and where the ice is. So in hindsight, I would have just put in the ice screw in really good ice, clipped a carabiner to it, redirected the rope through a belay device on my waist, and then belayed the first person down. Once they concluded that there was no ice, no rock, no avalanche hazard, and they were able to get down through the steepest section that was maybe 50, 55 degrees in about 10 feet, maybe 20 feet or 6 meters or so, then we would have just coiled the rope from there and all walked down it, and it gone really quickly. And then beyond that, it was very straightforward. So now in hindsight, when I want to go and do this again, I could just cruise with 30 meters of rope and know that this sneak goes through with the current snow that we have, with the conditions. In a month from now, that beta might have changed, and you might, not want to go that way because it's extra icy or extra slippery or whatever. And if you have 4 people, this beta doesn't really matter because you'll probably have 60 meters of rope anyways. But going this alternate route, it's a little bit faster, a little less time consuming, maybe a little less rockfall. And so all those things factor in to make this, in my opinion, the better way to go. So that's just one way that you can tackle a particular objective. And these type of things are actually pretty fun to try to figure out and explore, and keep your pack as light as possible.